Good morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Morning, Lajek. Good luck, my friend, this week. Hopefully, we're gonna have plenty to trade. Plenty of setups.
Hope so, bro.
Yeah, let's hope so. Okay, so we just started the new candle. The new 1 hour candle started. Let's take a look quickly what we have. Maybe we can find something, who knows. Looks like everything is respecting levels. I'm waiting for this NCD US dollar. It's gonna be an epic trade. I think this is gonna be epic. It's just a matter of time until it breaks. Can't wait for a breakout. It could take maybe an hour or two till it breaks, or maybe one break, who knows, but one thing is for sure, once it breaks, it's gonna be a massive move. What about Euro NCD here? Yeah, Euro NCD, there might be a trade and there might not be a trade. There are too many levels actually. I think I'm gonna skip Euro NCD because we have some rejections from our press coming on. So I think what would bother me on Euro NCD here is this and all these rejections, so that's why I'm gonna skip it. It's not a clear break and retest because it's coming from another zone, and that could cause us problems. It's better to wait for a full break of that whole zone. GBB CAD is a little bit messy maybe, but 1 hour is actually very clear. It's a perfect resistance here. Getting rejected for a few times. Price came all the way down here. Seems like it did reject the zone. And now it's coming all the way up. If this current candle pushes all the way up, closes above, we could get a chance here. It's a nice 20-30 pips range to the upside here. As you could see, if we get a break in the middle of this zone and a retest, we could continue to the next one easy. But it's just a matter of time to find that out. Let's take a look at the other pairs. I'm gonna clean everything because it's a bit messy and see Euro CAD is rejecting the zone. Which zone last week was respected pretty good. You could see the 4 hour how many rejections we have. It's pretty good. Not bad at all. The zone is strong, and every time price was here, we always respected the zone. Always. You could see how we did a breakout, we did a retest, price went all the way up. Seems like it did reject this. then came all the way back in the zone, did a retest all the way to the downside. So I think it would be good maybe to the upside. If it gives us a clear breakout, could be good. What else do we have? NCD JPY. NCD JPY, let's see. There's nothing right now here. Someone mentioned NCD JPY, but I don't really see anything. GBP USD. Looks like a nice consolidation box here. We'll see if we have a nice push to the upside. We break and we could look for an HF for a chance. So let's wait and see. Increase the volume. The volume is perfect, my friend. Maybe you have some kind of problem, but the volume is pretty good. Samuel, morning call, guys, morning. Kosovo is good. The weather is good. No more snow. The snow melted. We are good right now. Okay, so you could see how GJ did a little fake out here. I don't know if we could count this as a fake out, to be honest. On the 1 hour we could probably, or not, because a fake out is when price breaks, then the next candle right away comes and closes back in the range, let's say. But here we didn't really close back in the range right away. This candle stayed below. Now this candle is breaking to the upside again, but there might be a question, why didn't this work out and came all the way to the upside? If you look at the 4 hour, it's a mess. So based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these candles here on the left, you could say that okay, this is a support here, and this could have caused this push to the upside. That's why when price is in the zone, it's not a good idea to take the retest, which was happening on the 1 hour. But you could see how strong this support is on the 4 hour, and this could cause you a lot of problems. And I actually saw this setup happening on GJ, and I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it, the way it was pushing. And also one thing that we say it a lot of times is, if the retest is gonna happen like this, when the breakout candle is very close to support, then breaks, then to make a retest, price needs to come all the way where the previous or where the breakout candle opened, and usually it's not very good. Usually it ends up something bad happening, like a fake out, for example. USD CAD has created a lot of zones. It is very difficult to decide where you want to take a trade here on USD CAD, because honestly it's a mess. Let's take a look at GU. GBP has a very strong resistance here. If we break this, off we go. This could be an epic trade. We have around 30 pip range to the next zone, so it's pretty good. I think we have a lot of chances this week. We have a lot of chances. All we gotta do is wait. As always, hopefully we're not gonna have a lot of waiting, but we'll see. We might have it next hour. The way it's pushing, it looks like there's a lot of momentum right now. Okay, so the plan is to wait for GU here to break. We have NCD US dollar, which could be perfect, but it's a little bit too slow right now. It's not giving too much hopes. It's a little bit far right now. Maybe GU has more potential for the next hour than NCD US dollar. You made 10% last 2 weeks. Okay, that's very good. Try to keep up, to be consistent, and you'll have a lot more. GBP US dollar should be the next trade if we don't end up rejecting. But I think it's a very good chance here. It's just a matter of time. Let me take a look at the 4 hour. You can see how the 4 hour reject also. Take a look at the daily. If you look at the daily, the previous candle actually broke this daily resistance here. And that gives me a lot more confidence here. The daily is a break and retest. We already had the rejection or the retest on the daily, but it didn't quite come deeper in the zone. It did actually reject from the wicks, but could this come for a deeper pullback, or this was already done? If this, the retest is already done, then we are in a perfect trade. We are waiting for a perfect trade. You could see that touch the wicks, and that could be enough. We go on the 1 hour. Oh, this could be perfect. Daily being a break and retest, 1 hour breaking resistance. This could end up as an epic trade. But how much time it's going to take us, we don't know that yet. Why don't we trade AUD JPY, GBP JPY, CAD JPY? Because there's no setup. We trade whatever pair gives us a setup. from the pairs that we have on list. They are more interesting sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they're boring. Actually, AUD JPY, CAD JPY, they rarely give you something. GJ, better. GJ is always good, but not every time we get something. Doesn't give you a lot of chances. Right now there's no setup on none of these pairs. GJ could have a setup here. Maybe if this current candle closes above, we could have a retest and more continuation. Maybe even fill the range to the upside. So we're gonna wait and see. There's a small resistance here also. I don't know if that can cause problems. Let me check the 4 hours. You don't really see a zone. But I would really prefer GU before GJ here. But we'll see. CGF JPY looks like a nice setup. No idea about that pair, or maybe you wrote it wrong. I don't understand what pair is that. What do you think about AUD US dollar? I think it's good. It's just a matter of time. We'll see if it breaks or not. It's coming from a support, breaking this resistance. On the left, we don't really have much. I mean, it's pretty much the same zone here that we have these rejections. So we need a good close above, and you have a breakout. So we're gonna wait and see. CHF JPY, I don't really see a good zone to trade CHF JPY. I mean, the 4 looks good, not bad, but the 1 hour I'm not very sure. I need more here in the present to have more rejections, not to base this whole trade just on the past. GU is at a major resistance. Where? GU has more room to push. GU can come all the way up around here as a first target maybe, or even more. I think it's gonna go more. From what I see, like I said on GU, daily closed above this strong resistance after getting rejected from a very strong support, breaking this, coming for a retest. Now it's pushing up, and it makes a lot more sense. Once we break also the 1 hour resistance, we could have a very good move to the upside. So it's just a matter of time. GCAD could be also very nice, as we talked about from before. It's not a very big zone, but it could be enough. That's a 20 pip range. For us, it's perfect. Having a 10 pips breakout, a retest, then filling the A range easy 20 pips should be here. The only thing I'm afraid is that when there's a small range, it fills the range right away. It can do that. Aussie dollar too, there are plenty of chances. GU sell. Why? Tell us why sell, and maybe we can listen to you if you have a good reason. AUD CAD sell. Why? Why sells on AUD CAD? I mean, AUD CAD looks like a buy actually. If you look at it, it could come all the way up here. Another 10-15 pips. We are free from news today. Okay, let's see. My recommended stop loss is depends on the setup, but usually 10-15 pips, 20 is the maximum we use. 10-20 pips, most of the time we're not using 20 pips stop loss at all. Lately I've been using lower than that. It all depends from the setup, from the pair. So all the news today are low impact. All of them are low impact except this NCD, which is medium, but probably not gonna have any kind of effect on the market. So it's a good thing we don't have any kind of news. Everything is going to be from technicals. That's a good thing, especially since we don't have news. GBP could be a perfect setup to trade. Sammy, you're asking me? I don't know where you see that. Indian rupee, I never trade that. Tom, we went through Euro CAD first in the beginning. We talked about this. It's a very good zone, I think. If we get it close above, we could have some nice continuation to the upside. This zone is very good respected every time, so same thing could happen again. Once you have a close above, we could have a retest and some more continuation. This is also 4-hour level, so having a 4-hour breakout tool would be a double confirmation, even better. But only a 1-hour candle close above also is good confirmation. You trade gold? No. Maybe in the future, who knows? But right now, I don't like the way it's acting. The way it moves, I don't like it. What are you eating? Chocolate? Kinder. Kinder. Look, when you look gold, you could see how volatile it is, and look at this. This is a 1-hour chart. This is a 1-hour chart. Look at these moves. This is not good to trade when you see these kind of. Once you see these wicks, you know it already that you have to skip this pair. It's no good to trade this. Or once you see these kind of wicks, it's always bad. And making all these moves in a day, it's too much. It's too much, and it's not very predictable right now, and it's not really respecting the levels. You can't really trust gold right now, even if it's a good zone, if it breaks or anything like that. You can't trust it. At least not me. I don't know about others. You like GJ at current broken level or too close to the next one? Like I said, Dan, I'm a little bit worried about this, so maybe I would prefer GU better. If GU gives a chance, of course. It's pretty close now at resistance. I don't know if we're going to be able to close above at the end of the hour, but I think it's a way better chance than GJ. Leszek, it's a little bit not really exactly there, you know, the zone. It's a little bit, for example, you put the line here, you can see these candles are nowhere where they closing. These candles here are closing here. And if you look left, you put the line where this candle's closed. In the meanwhile, all the other candles closed around here. You could see very clearly. This is just one, and these are plenty. They're all rejecting closing all the way around here, which means there's still more room to push here. And if you look at the 1 hour on GU, there's nothing on the left, all the way up here, which means there's maybe in 10 pips there's a zone. It's a little bit complicated on the left. I don't know if that might cause us a lot of problems, but you know, based on the recent times here, this should be the next zone for GU. If the zones on the left can affect this, I don't know, they might, but I think if it closes above this 1 hour, there's still more room, at least around 10-15 pips to the upside could be possible. Gold has gone wild. Yeah, it's probably now it's gonna push all the way up, then big drop, then again up. I wouldn't trade gold. Gold is so dangerous. Aussie dollar is also pushing. NCD US dollar is also pushing. NCD US dollar is a little bit too far still, but Aussie dollar is almost there, and it's about to break. Alongside with GU, which is pushing, but still, there's still more room to go. Need to have also good breakout if we want to take a GU. CHF JPY, I didn't really see anything there. We looked at it before. There's nothing there right now. I only take this when there's good stones, and right now it doesn't look like there's a good zone there. CAD CHF, this looks clean. This looks clean. This was the zone that we were waiting for a break the other day, but it didn't really give us a retest. It did the breakout. Then day by day you could see how every time price comes here, how it respects the zone. And even in the last 2 hours you could see the rejections on both candles. Now this current candle is pushing down. If we're gonna have a nice close below, I think we should respect this level and we should continue to the downside. This could be a good chance also, even though we don't really trade this. How about long USD CAD? There's a good break and retest right now. I don't really see a break and retest on USD CAD for long. The thing is, I think I know what you mean, a break and retest of this zone, but you also need to know that we have some rules. When price is coming from another resistance, which is doing it right now, we did have a breakout, but price came straight to the next zone, didn't come for a retest first. and it did reject from this resistance and then came to this support, which means this could cause this kind of drop, the same thing again, and could cause a fake out, easy as that. So it's a bit risky to take a retest here when price is coming from another zone. In your earlier explanation, multiply wick touches are more reliable support resistance. Look, wicks only represent a zone, right? When you have a lot of wicks or a lot of rejections, that's a zone. The more you have, the better, because the zone is stronger. The stronger is the zone, the better the break and retest is going to be, because the zone is going to be respected when it breaks. So the more rejections you have, it's always better. You have a stronger zone, you have more confidence to take the trade when the zone is strong. You don't have a lot of confidence when price hits a zone first, then comes for a new high and makes a retest. You're not very sure about that. When price rejects multiple times on the same zone, then you have a break, you know for sure, okay, now this is serious, because we had serious rejections and now we finally are above it and it's retesting the zone. It should continue up, of course. It's a way better setup. Look, USD CAD could continue up still. You know, that could happen. Maybe it's a little bit tough because of this resistance on the daily. I'm gonna have to wait to see that. GBP US dollar is pushing. This could be nice. It's getting closer and closer. Did you go to any FX college? There's no college about Forex, my friend. You know, we just learned it here. We learned from the charts. For EJ, I saw break and retest data. Was that valid setup? I have no idea which one. Maybe you saw this retest of this zone, since we didn't really have one before. If you saw this the breakout the other week, the retest this week, is it valid? Technically it's retesting the zone, yes it is, but with our rules here we have, like I said, first of all, you had no retest, price came straight all the way to the upside, and this is another resistance which got rejected, came all the way up again, got rejected again. So for some people this is a double top. So we rejected twice from the same level. Once we rejected, second time we rejected again, price came all the way down to this next zone, but this move was on Friday. This move was in Friday and this is in Monday. So there are 3 days In 3 days, a lot of things can happen. Usually on the weekends, a lot of things can happen that can affect the market. So it's not a good idea to take the retest on Monday from the breakout that happened on Friday. Even though it could work, as you can see here, it always can work, but I wouldn't. I don't find that as a consistent thing. It doesn't happen consistently, but you can do some research, some back testing to see if it works. You could try break and retest the breakouts that happen on Friday, see if they work on Monday then when they happen. But personally, I wouldn't take this, seeing that we got rejected twice from a resistance, price coming all the way to the downside. Also, the daily plays a factor here, because you never know what you might have on the daily. You do not wait for an hour for 1 hour to close, do you? I do, my friend. That's the whole point here, and I do that for a long time. If you are new, you should know that I wait for 1 hour to close always, and the 4 hours sometimes. We trade 1 hour and 4 hour, no lower than 1 hour. Guys, break and retest is a simple thing when you look at it. At the end of the day, all you gotta do is wait for a candle to close and take the retest. There are some things then that are, more specific when it comes to take a trade or before taking trade. Is it coming from another zone? Is this? Is the candle good enough? But the concept is simple. Was following you 6 months ago when we didn't wait for a close. No, we always waited for a close. Maybe you saw someone else or something. But I always wait for a close. I remember only one time months ago, one trade I took it impulse entry. I think that was the only one from a whole history that we have here. But yeah, we always wait for a close. Since day one. GBP USD is so close. It is very, very close. I would hate to see a candle close below because the next one could push all the way to the upside. We need a breakout here, and this could be a 5, 6, more than 5 pips. Maybe I will take it since it's a very strong zone. And you could see that we have a 30 pip range. Maybe we have a zone in 15 pips from what I could see earlier. 15 pips first. Yeah, that could be a first target for us. Do you think EA is breaking a major zone? EA is breaking a major zone. I think it's not breaking a major zone. This 1 hour is just a small consolidation. It's coming to another zone soon. It's not very far. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade Euro AUD to the downside. I think if I trade Euro AUD, it's gonna be to the upside. Only if it breaks the zone here.
I think GCAD also is breaking nice zone.
Yeah, GCAD is also. If GU doesn't give us the setup, we have GCAD. Does the break and retest works on 24 hours or just specific times? No, there's not a specific time, but you gotta know when you have a lot of momentum, when you don't have enough momentum, or when you don't have enough volume to trade break and retest. Because the break and retest requires a breakout and there needs to be a lot of volume to break a zone. So if you are on Asian session, there's not much volume, price just ranges, consolidates, there's nothing much. So it's not a good session to trade maybe, even though there are a lot of times when Asian session brings some nice setups. But it doesn't have a specific time, you can trade it whenever you see. I wouldn't trade, for example, before market close, later on the day. It's just there's not much moves then. GJ is interesting right now. What do you think? I think GJ, same like I said before, there's a small zone here, and then you have this zone. Could you have a retest and more continuation? You could. But personally, I'm gonna prefer GU better or GCAD, one of these two, because both are pushing and trying to break. GCAD actually is already above resistance. So we're gonna wait. Also Aussie dollar, but needs to push more. It is not over yet. Euro GBP. I don't know about Euro GBP. Well, there's no need actually to look at it. You guys don't have to ask me now. What about CAD JPY? What about AUD JPY? You already have all the setups you need right now. Aussie dollar, GBP US dollar, GBP CAD. These are enough for you. Just pick and choose one of these. Don't go and look for your GBP. CHF JPY is not for me right now. The 4-hour could be good, but when you have major pairs giving you options, there's no need to go and trade CHF JPY. There's just no need. A lot of setups are coming slowly, and I like GU the best here. GU is the best right now. What do you think about two brokers, ICM Capital and Equity? They said they give MasterCard. Have no idea, my friend, about these two brokers.
What stop would you use set on GU?
I don't know,
15,
probably
I think.
15, yeah. Yeah, around 15. I think wouldn't be needed for more than that. Oh, this is gonna be nice. We have 7 minutes left. A nice breakout is coming. Hopefully no top wick. This is gonna be a very nice trade. Look guys, I told you where to look for the brokers. You go to wikifx.com and you can search for brokers. And you can see if they're regulated, if it's worth working with them. Hopefully it doesn't go without us. That's what's worrying, that goes without us. A close like this I think would be perfect actually. Not bad at all. We just need the retest after this and we'll be swimming in profits. How many pips does the retest occurs before it starts pushing? Depends where the zone is. Usually 10 pips. AUD CAD break. I told you guys don't mention the minor pairs now because we don't need them. We have the major pairs all giving us options. That's enough. Stick with these for now. Let's see what they give us. And then later on, after we're done with these, we can look for something else. But major pairs are a priority, minor pairs are secondary. They come when we don't have any other setup on major pairs. Do you close the trade before it hits your stop loss manually, or you wait for stop loss to be hit? It's the same thing, my friend. You do it manually or it hits your stop loss. If it's the same price, it's normal. I can't say I do this or that because it all depends on different occasions, different setups. It's different. It's not one thing for everything. Three minutes left. Okay. So 1 minute left. Don't forget, guys, we have a 4-hour close also, which means double confirmation. Double confirmation. The 4-hour is at resistance for me. Domenico, my friend, I think there's more room to push here on the 4-hour. If you look at it, there's more room. Now the break is gonna be weak. This is the worst close we could get. Hell, it rejects on the last minute. Could just give us a good break, and this would be over. But GU decides to reject on the last minute, all the way, almost no breakout. Oh yeah. Zan, thank you for letting me know, my friend. I forgot that the 4-hour doesn't end this hour, because the time changed now. We are +1. Oh wow, what a bad luck for us. A whole rejection, we didn't get a breakout, not even a weak breakout. Aussie dollar, no breakout? Oh, this is bad. GBP CAD, yes, but look at GBP CAD. It's almost at the next zone. Almost, no, it's at the next zone. Look at this. It's right at resistance. It is right at resistance. We're not lucky. But it's a good thing that we could still have a breakout on the next hour. It's just now there's a lot of time for price to continue all the way up and not to wait for us. That's the worst thing. Otherwise, if it stays there for some time, a break but not go too far, we could still have a setup there. What about 80 CAD? Or what? It's already at resistance. There's no setup here. EJ. What about EJ? EJ did break a zone. That is true. The 4-hour, it's good. It's not that good. I don't know. It's not a very strong zone. I don't know how much I can trust this. But what I'm thinking is, if it comes for retest, I'm gonna try to trade around here. If I enter at 150, and I'm gonna use a 10 pip stop loss maybe, or 8, just as small as I can. It's not that it's a very strong zone. You could see here one, another one here, another one here. It's nothing much. It could work, but I don't know. Just compare this EJ zone with the GBP USD zone. How strong is GBP USD zone? But not.
Yeah, I would
luck.
wait that. Maybe NCD USD, we have few to wait for. It's better to wait.
Yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait because we have a lot of nice setups coming.
Yeah, it's not that we don't have anything.
It's just a matter of time. Because I think we're gonna have some nice setups.
Australia AUD USD also maybe, but it's also not so strong zone.
I think NCD US dollar, whenever it comes, is gonna be epic. It should be epic.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
think
this.
it's best.
Look at this big consolidation that's been happening.
And it's also after this big drop, so it's
Yeah,
it
small
should be
correction also. GJ went all the way up. Filled the whole range already. I really hope we're gonna have a chance here on GU2 because the way it's going, it might not await us. Is it working on small time frames too? The strategy, I don't know. I don't use lower time frames, but that probably works too on lower time frames. Probably works also. You can easily find out. You can just go and see if you can find a break and retest on lower time frames, which I'm very sure that you can. I'm very sure that you can find it. You took a buy on GJ now. Why, my friend? How do you take a buy in the top of this candle? At least wait for some kind of pullback and you can enter around here. Don't enter here, my friend. It's too risky what you're doing. And it's
Said
too early.
I sent you EJ chart. Can you check it? Please.
Yeah, that's an option, but it's a little bit too far right now.
Yeah, it's not for now.
There's still more time. You also have a zone here, even though it's not very strong.
And I think GCAD still can be also very good. There is the next zone and very clear roads.
GCAD, if it breaks the next zone?
Yeah. It was a good zone and now it also rejected off. Maybe it would be better if it to wait like 1-2 hours and then break. But I think it can be good. Or
Yeah,
it's too old.
if it closes above this,
Yeah.
we could easily fill the next zone, which is 35 pips, not bad at all.
Would be best
Pretty good.
if it would wait like 2-3 hours here and
Yeah,
then break.
have some rejections first, then
Yeah.
break.
Because it's quite old zone.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for some time. Gonna have to wait. Because this hour, it's just gonna be trying to give us a breakout. And then we'll see what we can do. This hour is gonna try to give us a break. Geo is very close. There's plenty of time until the new candle, so I'm afraid could do the move to the upside already. What if it doesn't give you a breakout? If it doesn't give me a breakout, I wait. I wait all the way until it gives me a breakout. No breakout, no trade. Tom, my friend, you're wrong for doing that. I'm buying just in case. I'm selling just in case. Trading is not just in case. You need a confirmation. You can't just buy GU here at resistance because you can reject all the way down. What do we have here? Euro JPY 15 minutes. I don't trade this way, my friend. Sorry, but I don't know what to say, to be honest. I don't trade lower time frames. You have resistance here, you have another one around here. So for me, there would be no trade here. You just went long on GBB NCD and short your GBP, hoping for nice breaks. So you're trading with hopes because it hasn't break yet, but you're just taking a buy hoping it's gonna break. That's too bad. That is too bad, my friend. GBP USD is gonna be epic. Just waiting for the breakout and off we go. It's good to have a breakout like this. For example, this previous candle, how strong it is, how big it is, coming from another zone, closing all the way above resistance. That always shows how strong the momentum is, and you can easily catch some nice pips. But unfortunately it didn't have a break on the previous one. Now I'm gonna have to wait for another one, another candle close. It's not good to enter GU buys when price is at resistance. I don't know why you guys have no patience. Just wait. It's Monday. It is Monday, so it's just the start of the week. You have a whole week ahead, and it's just the morning. You have a whole day ahead. No, I don't think I'm gonna take your JPY. You know, we have some kind of small resistance here, because we have a lot of rejections too. Look at all these candles rejecting. Not comfortable to take buys. Can this work? Yes, it can, but no, it's not clean for me. If you guys trade break and retest, then there's no setup right now. If you know what break and retest is, there's no setup. You have to wait until the next candle. You don't read comments. I think that's what I'm doing, my friend. If you want to share your analysis, just send the chart and I'll look at it, just like the others do. They send the chart, I look at them. Buy or wait? None of them. How do you mean buy or wait? I'm talking here for an hour what to do, and you just say buy or wait. What do you mean by that? NCD JPY, is it valid? NCD JPY, as you can see here, is rejecting. Look, you have resistance here. Price did close below, did a retest, went all the way down, came all the way up again getting rejected. So what does that mean? That means you have a zone. I don't know if you're looking for buys or sells, but no buys, no sells here right now. There's no setup. AUD CAD, we talked about AUD CAD is at this resistance here. As you can see, it's not a clean setup. Don't just go and look in this and say we have a break and retest, because see, this candle closed above. Look a little bit on the left, because this can have effect on this setup here and can cause you problems. Just don't go and just focus on one or two candles here, because it can cause you a lot of problems. take a look at the chart here. This is a trade you took on GBP JPY earlier on, and you took some profits. Good for you, even though you entered an impulse entry, but good luck. Congrats on your trade. Did CAD enter GU? Why would I enter GU, my friend? Do you guys understand what I do here? I wait for a breakout, I enter on the retest. Hundreds of webinars doing the same thing. Why would I enter here when there's no breakout? You guys should know me already. Will you make a trade today? Hopefully, my friend, we're gonna make a trade today. That's what we're here for. And the market gives us a chance, we're gonna enter. If not, we're gonna wait for later. If not later, we're gonna wait for tomorrow. Then yeah, we'll see. Bro, good morning. I buy GU before it moves up. Do you think it continues up? It will continue up. What is this question? Again, I said it multiple times what you should do, then again the same question. How do you just, can I buy it? Do you think it's going to continue up? What does Samuel, you don't know still how many pips a break should be. Are you sure? Think about it because you've asked before, I've said it before, you know it. Just think a little bit and you'll remember. Because I'm sure you know it. You said you made 10% last week doing breakout retest. Now you should know it how many pips the breakout should be. New here on the channel, can you explain your strategy? Yes, sir. We can explain the strategy. It is very simple. We draw a box here. So we say that price is consolidating inside this box, right? It's creating a resistance and it's creating some support. What we do here is we wait for a candle to break above, then we enter on the retest and price will continue more to the upside. So our confirmation is the breakout, we enter while it's making the retest. Same thing to the downside, we wait for a candle to close around 10 pips above the zone to have a good break. That's it. They are trolling you, maybe. Maybe they're trolling me, who knows? Anything can happen. These days. GU is going good. It's not moving away from us, it's still staying here. So we still have a chance maybe. EJ going all the way down. Seems like whoever would take this would get a nice drawdown. Good choice to not take it. You see, when price comes from another zone, what happens comes all the way to the downside. My advice on trading one pair. My advice on trading one pair is do it if you can. If you can trade only one pair, do it. If you have enough patience, you can trade only one pair, but you gotta know that you're gonna have to wait maybe for days sometimes to take a trade, but also depends on what strategy you use. You might have setups every day in the same pair. Do you trade gold sometimes? No, not these days. These days we don't trade gold anymore. It's not good at all. Look at Aussie dollar, some big retracements. Interesting to see how we're gonna end up at the end of this hour, because there's a lot of movements right now. Some weird ones also. We'll see, maybe as the CAD breaks above. Who knows? Geo is making that comeback. And we have another 35 minutes. With 35 minutes, that's a lot of time for this to continue all the way up. I'm afraid Geo is gonna leave us. Is price coming from another zone results in a fake outs? Most of the time, my friend, you could see right in front of you a perfect example. When price is coming from another zone, it results in a fake out. Can this also sometimes turn out to work? Yeah, it can work sometimes it doesn't, and we stay away from things that are not consistent. Any news? I don't think so, because today we don't have any kind of news. Maybe some unexpected news? No, we don't. Look, guys, if you want to see examples of break and retest, just look. There are 1,000 pots almost the same thing over and over again. Look what you see. Two things: a breakout, a retest. Over and over and over again, every single day, same thing happens. Go to Instagram and search for me, and you can see. Very simple. Very, very simple. OMG. GU. What the hell happened? Already pushed, yeah. I knew this was gonna happen. It was just a matter of time. We can have our close, but it's gonna be too late because it's not coming back in time soon. It's not gonna come back. See, what we needed was just a little bit higher to close the retest, and boom. This could have been perfect. I knew it's gonna be epic trade to the upside, but yeah, no luck for us again. Oh man, oh man. They left us again. Again they left us. We'll see, maybe Aussie dollar does something. If NCD US dollar goes bullish and then comes and closes above, that would be an epic move. Does daylight saving time affect sessions openings? I have no idea what you're saying, my bro. I have no idea about your question. News Bank of Japan, let's check. You're thinking to enter GU now for quick 10 pips? Not a very good idea now. It's right at resistance, careful. Do you make live trading daily? Yes, every day. I've been doing this since 2016. How long to take to learn fundamentals? I didn't learn fundamentals because I didn't need them. I didn't say that you were hoping. You said, I hope it goes up. I didn't say that. I was just reading your message. But congrats, it's glad to see you win, my friend. Don't worry. That's why we're here. It doesn't matter if you trade my strategy or your strategy. It matters for everyone to win. I do my thing, tell you what I think, you ask for my opinion. I tell you based on my strategy what's happening. But you can always go with your own strategy, your own way. It's not just one way to trade, there are plenty of ways to trade. Pick and choose whatever you like. GU is gone. It's gone, my friends. GJ the same. We have these two levels on GJ next. This 800 level and the level we broke, 450. We didn't see the news on Forex Factory, there was nothing. Now we'll see what happens with GJ here. Maybe we stay in the middle of this. Gives us a retest here, then some continuation, but it shouldn't push to the next zone, even though it's very close. Almost there. Check GA. Let's check GA. Oh god, look at this push. 60 pips on GA. Crazy push. Look, whatever goes up quickly comes down quickly, so careful. Careful, because you never know what might happen here. Guys, right now we don't really have a clean setup. We don't have a clean setup. Aussie dollar could still be in the list, but we need a break above. NCD US dollar is still the same. It's taking some time, but sooner or later it's gonna come. There's no way out here. We are gonna have a break to the downside or to the upside. I like a break to the upside on NCD US dollar. It's just the zone is stronger, and I would prefer to take it to the upside. No, I don't think GA will drop. I'm just saying that careful when the moves happen from the news, they can easily recover that whole move. You see this on gold, for example? See, this is all in a matter of 3 hours. 1 hour pushed from the news, a whole pullback after the news were done. Whatever goes up quickly comes down quickly. It was a whole recover, because sometimes news can just change the direction for a matter of a few hours maybe, and the market still goes where it was going from before. The news can change the whole trend and the direction, but sometimes can just have a small impact. The market moves the same way again, same direction. You're tempted to sell GU. You shouldn't be. Everyone should be calm right now and wait for the setup to come. There's no need to push. And try to get something when there's nothing. You guys now are just thinking to make something because big moves are happening. Look, moves are happening, but you gotta stay out in these occasions. And don't try to make money out of these big moves, because it's not a good idea. It is not a good idea, I'm telling you guys. Stay away for now, wait for price to come. Wait for trades to come. You have one ultra wide. I have one ultra wide 49-inch and two other ones 27-inch. Plenty. Plenty of monitors. Check your IG. I'm checking my IG. There's nothing there. What size? 49-inch. 49-inch ultra wide monitor. It's good. It's good. Very nice. Not bad at all. Okay, so what do we have to do here? Because we don't really have much. We don't have much right now. Herman, don't worry. Mondays, the last like 4 Mondays, 3, 4 Mondays, they are so bad. Mondays are so bad lately, usually not giving anything good at all. Let's see, hopefully this NCD US dollar pushes, maybe it gives us something. Look guys, to be honest, the week The week is looking good. The week is looking good. We have some chances. It's just patience. Just patience, patience, patience. I know that might sound boring because we're waiting for a lot of times every single day, every week maybe. But that's how it is. Sometimes it might be boring, but at the end, patience pays off. Patience pays at the end of the day. Patience pays. Nothing for now, we're just waiting. GJ looks good to be honest, but there might be a problem that it pushed very close to the next zone, and we have this zone here, so that's almost around 30 pip range. A close above could send us easy to the next one after the retest. Let me check here. We have, yeah, almost 30 pip range. If we didn't push this much and stay around here for a while, we could have an easy retest here at 450 next to 800. Could be very nice. But we're gonna have to wait to see how they close. We have less than 15 minutes now to see. Hopefully we're gonna have something, but it's not very likely right now from what I see. I mean, we could have something else here on Aussie dollar. A break below could be even better maybe. If this current candle will come below the previous one, maybe close below support, could be a good confirmation. Does not forget that we have the 4-hour close also today. This new hour, this next hour, so any potential breakout would be a double confirmation. The 4-hour now closes now in 15 minutes. The new 4-hour opens in 15 minutes, just like the old days. Or not? Am I wrong? You trade Euro USD? Yeah, when there's a chance I do trade Euro USD. Right now it's dropping pretty nicely, but I think I'm gonna take a trade now on Euro USD because the zone is not that good. Not for me. If we would have a break on USD CAD, this could be a perfect trade. We have another 12 minutes. It's not too much to push all the way and close above though. That's the bad thing. Okay. So give me a second. Not a second, give me a minute maybe. I'll be back very fast. Just a small break, but we come before the next candle because we have to see how the candles close. I'll be back very fast. Okay, we are back. Let's see what we have now. GJ closed below this resistance, didn't break. GU also closed below, it got rejected. We have the 4-hour close too. Now we could take the retest on the 4-hour, to be honest, but as you can see, price is rejecting. Even though I still think there's high chance that price is going to continue up after making the retest. If it does now, see if we do have any kind of setup here, or still nothing. Aussie dollar got rejected. NCD US dollar same. GA closed below this small resistance. Yeah, pretty much nothing happening right now. Still nothing. NCD JPY closed without a bottom wick and left no bottom wick also on the retest. This could be like a pullback around here, then a whole push to the downside. That kind of setup. You could take EU on the retest, but you forgetting that it's at support, my friend. It didn't break below, but I know that you're thinking around here for the retest. Could work, could be a bit risky. A bit from Olive. Yeah, nothing right now. Nothing right now. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait for more because no break and retest in this hour yet. You can take GU if you want, but you gotta remember that it's risky. You gotta remember that it's risky because it got rejected. But like I said, there's a chance that might still continue. Yeah, it's a game of patience right now. We gotta wait and wait and wait. GN, this could be something, yeah. GBP USD. If it comes for a retest. Now we have also the 4-hour close. To be honest, this could be good, even though the retest is pretty big, like 35 pips. It is a lot to ask here. 35 pip rejection or pullback, that's a lot. If I would see the retest in this candle coming all the way down, I would be very cautious. Maybe I wouldn't take it. Could this take one, then next candle maybe come for retest? That can be a little better. To have this candle drop a little, then the next one come for the retest, then reject to the upside. That's the ideal retest in this occasion here, in this setup. Otherwise, GU is already pushing, probably fills the half of this wick, then might reject again, So there's nothing much right now. It's nothing much. Looks like we're gonna be for another hour waiting until something shows up. Unfortunately, we didn't have anything in these past 3 hours. But sooner or later, something's gonna come. Something needs to come. You could see also AUD CAD because a lot of you were saying AUD CAD, AUD CAD. Look what happened here. Another example when price is coming from another zone results in a fake out. You could see now we could have a retest and some more continuation to the downside on this. I'm thinking about SDJPY. I really think that it's gonna continue down, but I just wish this would be a better level because it's not strong enough, and that's what I don't like. It's not strong enough. Otherwise, look at these two candles. They don't have a bottom wick. This one is gonna make one, and probably the move is gonna be all the way down here. But I'm just concerned about the zone. The zone is not that strong. Good try though with 5 pip stop. We have a range of 20 pips. Nice. It's not bad at all. No, I'm not gonna risk it. We'll leave it for until the next trade comes, until a good setup comes. I'm not gonna rush anything. I don't want to rush anything until something good comes, because you've seen me when I see a good setup. I don't think twice. I don't think twice, and right now we don't have that kind of setup where you don't think twice before taking it. Right now it's nothing good. Can you explain about scalping? 1 minute? No, I don't trade 1 minute. Only higher time frames, 1 hour and up. No lower than 1 hour. Guys, I don't really see anything right now. And I don't think you guys also should spend another hour in front of charts here, because it's not worth it. Until the next candle opens, there's nothing pretty much. We're gonna have to wait until the next hour. What can we wait for? Nothing much right now, to be honest. We'll see how these candles what's gonna do, what they're gonna do. Before I would say GU was good, then look at this close. It just got messy right now. It got messy. I would say still NCD US dollar, there's still a chance we could still close above and continue, but there's a quite some it's quite a bit of a range to fill first, then to make a break, then a retest and continue. Gonna take some time. Thank you guys for day. I don't think we should stay for another hour because we don't really have what to do. waiting in front of charts. And there's also a thing that if there would be something to wait for, we would, but nothing really. And yeah, you guys can also do something else in the meantime until the next candle. Next candle opens, and we'll look if we have anything. We'll keep you updated, and we can talk on the group. See you guys for now. We'll keep in touch. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, thank you.
Have a nice day, guys. Thank you for joining me today. See you. Take care. Wait for a good setup. Don't rush anything. It's just Monday. There's plenty of time. And hopefully get something good without having to force anything. For now, see you.